The purpose of this training session today is to talk about how to do a pre-trip inspection. A lot of different standards out there, but we want to make sure that we inspect our vehicle to the highest standard. We want to ensure public safety. It doesn't end with a pre-trip. We always want to be inspecting the vehicle all day long. Whenever we stop or start, or even while we're driving it, we should be aware of what's going on in the vehicle. And we must do a thorough post-trip inspection. That way we can identify any defects and have the shop repair them before the next day.
Hello everyone, let's do the inspections. The first inspection we have to do is under the hood inspection. For that we have to make sure our tractor is on a level surface, tractor parking brakes are on, and we have to visually and physically check that. In order to get into the truck, we always use 3-point contact, both hand, 1 foot, both feet and 1 hand, either or. And we have to make sure we pull the yellow button out to be sure the parking brakes are on, yellow button is out. To get out of the cab, we use 3-point contact and always face the cab. That part is done. Now we want to secure our vehicle with the blocks. Wheel chocks or wheel blocks are already applied. Let's take a look at them. So we put 1 block at the front of the tire, 1 block at the back of the tire, and the block should be sticking out of the tire about roughly 1.5 inches. Just in case they get stuck in the tire, we can use a hammer to tap them out. Let's check the documents first before we do our under the hood inspection. For the documents, the first document we're going to check is the tractor registration. It should match to the license, and it is valid until January 2026, and the license plate matches to the registration. Second part is the commercial vehicle inspection certificate, which should be valid, and it should matches to this CVIP sticker, and it's valid until December 2025. Then we are going to check the insurance of the vehicle. It is present and valid. To check the VIN, we should check right here. It should match to the insurance documents. Then we'll check the safety fitness certificate, which is issued to the company. It is present and it is valid until May 31st, 2026. And now we're going to check the trailer documents. The first document is our CVIP inspection sticker, matches to the registration. It's valid until July 2025, basically end of next month. And then we'll check the registration. It should match to the vehicle license plate number. It matches to the registration. And the trailer registration is always continuous, so it doesn't expire basically. After checking our documents, now we will do our under the hood inspection part of our inspection portion. So Volvos, this is how we open their hood. We have a latch here, we're going to pull it down. It's open. We have the side latches as well. Open that as well. And then we'll open the hood from the front. Slowly. I need a rag because I'm going to check I need gloves and a rag. All right, I'm going to follow a sequence so I don't miss any part. I'm going to start from this part of the tractor. So right here we have our governor. It's secure, no damage. All the air lines are properly tied and not loose, no damage. Our foot brake valve is secure, has no leakage. Our wiper motor is secure, has no damage. Our fuse box is secure, no damage at all. This is our clutch brake fluid reservoir. cap is on. I don't see any leakage there, and level is good. Our washer fluid cap is on. It should be more than 75%. Valves, we can't really see the reservoir, so we just have to rely on the sensors. Down there, we have our air compressor. Air compressor is secure, has no damage, has no oil leakage there either. Overall, engine condition is good. I don't see any leakage on the head, no damage at all. And then right here, we have our power steering fluid reservoir. Cap is on, dipstick is present. We are gonna check the fluid level on that one. Fluid is good. This is our engine oil fill cap. It's present and tight, and this is our engine oil dipstick. We want to check that as well. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean, and we'll put it back in. We'll pull it out again. Engine oil level is maximum, so we're good here. I'm gonna make sure to put it back there and properly secure it. This is our alternator. It's properly secure and well mounted, no damage. Alternator belt has proper tension. Then we have a fan belt. It looks good, no cracks, no damage, not frayed at all. All the fan blades are present, not missing, no damage. Engine fan cover, it's secure, no damage, or fan shroud. Our air-to-air hose is properly clamped and secure. Our intercooler or aftercooler is secure, has no damage. Radiator is properly secure with the bracket, and I don't see any leakage there. Our frame has no damage, no bend, no twist at all, secure. Our fender is properly secure, no damage at all. Hood lock is properly secure, has no damage at all. Then we'll check the steering components. Our steering rod has no excessive free play, properly secure. Our steering box is secure, no damage, no leakage. And then the both hydraulic lines or power steering fluid lines are properly secure, no leakage here. Both steering rods are properly secure, no damage at all. Our crown nuts on both knuckles are present, and cotter pin is present at all. Our headlight connections are secure. I don't see any pinch point here. Front bumper is properly secure. Now we're going to inspect the suspension components and the brake components. So our leaf spring is properly secure, has no damage at all. Both the U-bolts are tight and present. Axle has no damage. Our shock absorber secure, no leakage here. For the brake components, our brake chamber is properly secure, has no damage at all. Airline is properly connected. Push rod and slack adjuster, both of them are present. Then we'll check the inside of the tire. So we're going to check the tire wall, has no crack, no damage, no bulges. We want to make sure there's no wheel seal leakage. We'll check for any oil splatter, so no wheel seal leakage. Tread depth is more than 3.2 millimeters, and we see even tread wear. And the outside, no cut, no bulge, no damage at all. Rim has no crack, no damage. Air valve cap is on. All the lug nuts are present and tight. Hub cup is on, no leakage here. Oil level is good. So this side inspection is done. Now we're going to go to the other side and inspect those components. Our air filter is properly secure, no blockage here. And air hose is properly clamped, no damage. Our turbo is secure, no damage. Our exhaust is secure, no damage, no leakage. This side of the engine, properly secure, no leakage at all. Coolant reservoir cap is on, level is good, and I don't see any leakage here. Intercooler is properly secure. Radiator, this side is secure with the bracket, no damage at all. I can see all the oil filters are secure, no leakage. Our frame has no crack, no damage. Fuel water separator is secure, no need to change. Fender and hood lock, this side is secure, no damage. Headlight connections are secure. No pinch point there. Fender is properly secure. Let's inspect the suspension components now. Our leaf spring this side is secure, no crack, no damage. Both the U-bolts are tight. Both of them are present, not missing. Then shock absorber is secure, no damage, no leakage. Then for brake components, airline is properly connected. Brake chamber is secure, no damage. Push rod and slack adjusters, both of them are present. And the inside wall of the tire looks good. I don't see any bulges, no sign of VLT leakage. Tread depth is more than 3.2 millimeters. Sidewall has no cut, no crack, no damage. The rim has no crack, no damage. Air valve cap is on. Lug nuts all present, no damage. Hubcap is on. Oil level is good. And drum seems okay, no crack, no damage. So this is the end of our under the hood inspection. Now we're going to close the hood and we'll make sure it's properly locked. So we go slowly, then we kind of push it. Pull on it to be sure that it is locked. Then we'll use the side latches to secure it properly. That's the end of our under the hood inspection. All right, let's do our coupling uncoupling now. First, before we do that, we have to make sure parking brakes are on and the trailer air supply valve is out as well. So that's basically your yellow and red button, both needs to be out. So 3-point contact, I'm gonna pull the yellow button out, red is out as well. My tractor trailer, both are on a level ground, not interfering with anything. My wheels are blocked as well. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to lower the landing gear down to the floor. When it touches the ground, we'll stop right there. So just remember one thing, we have a shaft and we have a handle. So shaft, that's how we pick our low and high gear on this trailer. If we pull the shaft all the way out and slowly put the handle on, this is our high gear. We're going to go clockwise to lower it down. Stop it here where we see when bolts are touching the ground. We'll secure the handle. Now the second part is disconnecting the air lines and the cable. Again, 3-point contact. Use both hands. Leave it down here, lid up. Use both fingers. Wiggle it out. Now we have to secure them on our dead end couplers. For this, again 3-point contact. We are gonna unlock our fifth wheel with a pin puller. Always use upside down. This handle. Use your tire and use your shoulder strength and yank it. All right, now we're gonna visually check if our fifth wheel is unlocked or not. And here we can see our fifth wheel is unlocked. We can clearly see the kingpin. Now I'll get back in my truck. I'll pull the tractor out about 5-6 inches. While my fifth wheel is still under the trailer, I'll drop the suspension to be sure that the landing gear has taken all the weight. So on a Volvo, this is where our suspension switch is. This is what I will use to drop the suspension. Okay, let's start the truck now. And make sure you lower the windows down, either passenger side or driver's side, because we don't want to leave our key in. Lock the tractor. I'll just use the tractor parking brake to release them. That's good. Apply the parking brakes, drop the suspension. Now I will get out of the truck to visually check if I can see the light between my fifth wheel and the trailer, I can clearly see it. That means my trailer legs or the landing gears have taken all the weight, and it's safe to pull the tractor out of the trailer. I will go a 90 degree to the passenger side, and that's where I will finish my uncoupling. And I have to make sure as soon as my tractor is out of the trailer, I will restore my suspension. Now I will start my coupling portion of it. So first thing, we are going to inspect our coupling devices. So my fifth wheel handle is out, fifth wheel is properly greased, has no damage, secure to the frame, it should be tilted down. My fifth wheel slider is locked, I can see these pins are out. Then I'm going to check from the front. I can clearly see my fifth wheel is unlocked. Then on this side, my fifth wheel has no crack, no damage, properly secure, and sliders are locked. Now we'll inspect my trailer coupling devices. First, I will do a visual check. So this side of the trailer, I don't see any fresh damage. No fresh damage at the front of the trailer, and no fresh damage on this side of the trailer. My wheels are blocked, handle is secure. My both glad hands are properly secure, and rubbers are present. No damage on the rubber, electrical box. All the 7 pins are present, has no damage at all. My apron plate, it's secure, no crack, no damage. Kingpin is secure, no crack, no damage. And I also have to make sure my inspection decal or sticker is present, and I can see it's valid as well. So that means I'm good to take this trailer out on the road. My coupling inspection is done, but before I couple my tractor, I'm going to inspect the tractor components which are going to be under the trailer, because I can inspect them here better. I prefer to inspect them here. So basically all the components in there. We'll inspect our tractor now. Let's start from our drive shaft. It's properly secure. I don't see any free plate, no damage at all. Frame, both sides is secure, no crack, no damage, no bend, no twist. Cross member is present, has no damage at all. Our differential is secure, no leakage. Our sway bar or torque arm properly secure, no damage at all. Then on this side, I can see my leaf spring is secure, no crack, no damage. U-bolts are present. Shock absorber is secure, both ends, no leakage there. Tire inside wall has no cut, no bulge. I don't see any wheel seal leakage either. Drum has no crack, no damage. Then our brake components, both brake chambers are secure, no crack, no damage. Then on this side, our leaf spring is secure, U-bolts are present and tight. Our shock absorber is secure, no leakage. Inside wall, no crack, no cut, no bulge. No sign of wheel seal leakage. Drum has no crack, no damage. We'll inspect the first axle's airbag. It's properly inflated, no crack, no damage. Now we'll inspect the suspension components of our rear axle. So our leaf spring is properly secure. U-bolts are both of them present and tight. Shock absorber is secure, no leakage here. Inside wall, the inner tire, it's no crack, no bulge, no sign of wheel seal leakage. Drum secure, no crack, no damage. Left mud flap is secure, no crack, no damage. Then both airbags are properly inflated, no crack, no damage. Frame has no bend, no twist, no damage. Differential is secure. I don't see any crack, no leakage. Torque arm or sway bar secure on both ends, no damage. Rear drive shaft has no crack, no sign of free play. Both brake chambers are secure, no crack, no damage. Mud flap, it's secure, no crack, no damage. Shock absorber is secure, no leakage. Leaf spring is secure, no crack, no damage. U-bolts are tight. Side valve of the tire, it's secure, no cut, no bulge. No sign of wheel seal leakage. Drum has no crack, no damage. Front axle, airbag is secure, properly inflated, no damage. Both fenders are secure, no damage. I'm ready to couple now. Before I couple, I have to make sure, because I need to back up my tractor, I have to make sure there is no obstruction between the tractor and the trailer. There is no hazard. I should do a 360 walk around. I must turn on my hazard lights and honk the horn twice, so I can clearly see there is no hazard or obstruction between the tractor and the trailer. And I'm going to complete my 360 walk around counterclockwise. And I'm ready to back it up, and make sure you do it slowly. Honk the horn twice. So while I'm backing it up, I'm going to check my bolt side mirrors. I have to make sure the tractor trailer are in a straight line. The first thing I want to check the gap between my tractor tires and the trailer. If it's too close, I know that I'm going to hit the trailer. If it's too much, or it's too high, I'm going to stop where my fifth wheel kind of touches the trailer. I need to check the height between my tractor and the trailer. Don't forget to secure your tractor. I'm going to get out of my vehicle, check the height between tractor and the trailer. It looks okay. Then I'm going to check my fifth wheel and kingpin alignment. I can clearly see it. It is between the fifth wheel saddles. It's good, and I'm okay to back it up now. Before I back it up, I have to make sure I dump the suspension, fifth wheel under the trailer, and raise it up and check my height the second time. I'll dump my suspension here. I'm going to wait here, and now I'm going to stop backing it up. And my fifth wheel is completely under the trailer. I'll restore my suspension, and I'm going to check the gap between my fifth wheel and the trailer. I can see there's no light between my fifth wheel and the trailer, and my kingpin is aligned. I'm ready to couple it now. I'm going to couple it slowly and gently. I'm going to wait for the latch sound. When I hear the latch sound, then I will do my tug test. I can hear the latch sound. I'll put it in the forward gear and try to pull the trailer. I want to feel the pull, not to pull the trailer. I will do it twice. 1, I know my fifth wheel is locked now. I can turn off a tractor, and I'm going to visually check now if my fifth wheel is locked. The first thing I need to check is my fifth wheel handle. I can see it's all the way in. That means fifth wheel is locked. Then I'm going to visually check the fifth wheel locking arm. And I can see the fifth wheel locking arm there. That means my fifth wheel is 100% locked. Now I'm going to reconnect my airlines and electrical cable and raise the landing gear up. Gain 3-point contact. I'm going to use my both hand. Red to red, 90 degrees, and then rotate on the same axis. I'm going to use my blue line, 90 degrees, rotate on the same axis. Cap up, all the way in, then down. My lines are properly connected. Now, I'm going to raise my landing gear up. It needs to be all the way up, and then I want to secure my handle. My coupling is done here. Now we will do our 360 inspection. Before we do that, I'll make sure my trailer is charged. My left signal is on, key is on position. I'm gonna charge my trailer, push the red button in. Headlights on. And my left signal is on. I'll also roll my window all the way up. And I'll leave my passenger side window just a little bit down just in case my tractor got locked. We'll start from the front, top to bottom. Upper body of my tractor is secure, no damage. My sun visor is secure, no damage. Marker lights are working. My windshield is secure. I don't see any crack or chip more than 25 millimeters. My both wipers are intact and present. Hood has no crack, no damage, and it is locked. Front grille is secure, no damage, no blockage. Both headlights are secure, no crack, no damage. Both low beams are working. My left signal light is working. Right marker light is working. Front bumper is secure. My fog lamps are working. License plate is secure. I don't see any leakage under the tractor. My front hood mirror is secure and clean, no damage. Fender is secure, hood is locked. My CV sticker is present and it's valid. Side mirrors are secure. Both of them are clean, no damage. My driver's side window is secure and clean. Door open and closes properly. Company sticker is on. My battery cover is on and properly secure. Both footsteps are secure. All 3 air tanks are secure. I don't hear any leakage. I'm going to check my fire extinguisher. It's secure and it is charged. I'll grab my hammer now. My door is properly locked. Left signal light is working. DEF tank is secure. Cap is on. Footsteps are secure. Diesel tank is secure. Cap is on. Both straps are secure. Rubber is present. My air lines are properly connected. Not rubbing on any part. I have protective rubber on it. I will check my cabin suspension now. My airbag, both sides secure, properly inflated. My shock absorbers, both sides properly secured, no damage, no leakage. My exhaust is properly secure with the bar. Back of the truck has no damage, properly secure. Airlines are properly secure as well. Now on the trailer, this side of the trailer is properly secure. Clearance lights are working, marker lights are working, and 50% DOT tape is on. CV sticker is present and valid. I'll check my tire pressure on the tractor tires. Tire pressure is good on all the tires. There's nothing between the duals. Tread depth, basically I'm going to check nothing between the duals. Tread depth is more than 1.6 millimeters on all the tires. I'll inspect this tire now. Sidewall is good, no cut, no bulge. Rim has no crack, no damage. Air valve cap is on. All the lug nuts are present and tight. Hot plate is secure, no damage, no leakage. Rim has no crack, no damage. Air valve cap is on. My fifth wheel is locked. Handle is all the way in. I'm going to inspect this tire now. This tire wall has no cut, no bulge, no damage. Rim has no crack, no damage. Air valve cap is on. All the lug nuts are tight and secure. Hot plate is secure. No leakage here, no damage. Mud flap is secure. My tractor left signal light is working. Both tail lights are working as well. My landing gear is secure all the way up. I don't see any debris on the shoes. Handle is secure. All the cross members are present on the trailer. All the cross members are present on the trailer. I don't see any damage. Floor is in good condition. My trailer left signal light is working. Now I'm going to go under the trailer and inspect trailer's front axle. So first of all the air lines are more than 18 inches off the ground. My both brake chambers are secure, no leakage here. All the air lines are properly connected, no damage, not rubbing on any part. Both shock absorbers are secure, no leakage. Both airbags are properly inflated, no damage. Axle has no damage at all. Both inner tires, no bulges, no cracks, no sign of VLT leakage. My air tank is properly secure and no damage, no leakage there. Now I'm going to check my tandem slider. Tandem slider is locked, pins are out. I will inspect my tires now. Tire pressure is good on all the tires. There's nothing between the tires. I'm going to inspect this tire. Sidewall has no crack, no bulge. Rim has no crack, no damage. All the lug nuts are present and tight. Hubcap is on, no leakage here. Air valve cap is on. Then on this tire pressure is good. All the tires have tread depth more than 1.6 millimeters. Tire wall has no crack, no bulge. Rim has no crack, no damage. Air valve cap is on. All the lug nuts are tight and present. Hubcap is on. No leakage here. Mud flap is secure. My ABS light is off. There is no issue with ABS. I'm going to crawl under the trailer now and inspect the rear axle. My both airbags are properly inflated, no leakage, no damage. Both shock absorbers are secure, no crack, secure, no leakage. Both rear brake chambers are secure, no leakage there. Both inner tires are secure, no bulge, no crack, no sign of VLT leakage. My both slack adjusters are secure, both push rods are secure. I can see brake lining, and it is more than 1/4 of an inch thick. My trailer floor is good, no crack, no damage. Now I will test the rear of my trailer. I'll start from the top. All the clearance lights are working. My doors are secure, hinges are in good condition, no cracks, no damage. My door is locked, and I'll check that. And if I have a load, I'll make sure it's secure. My both dog bumpers are present. My left signal light is working. My tail lights are working as well. Back bumper is secure, no damage. 100% DOT tape is present. My license plate is secure. My license plate light is working. Now I'll go back in the truck, the cab, and I will switch to the right signal. I will apply my trailer service brakes to check my brake lights. Switch to the right signal. And apply my trailer service brakes. I'll change to the high beam as well. I'll resume my inspection from the back. My trailer's right signal light is working. My brake lights are working as well. Now coming to this side. This side of the trailer has no fresh damage. My 50% DOT tape is present. My clearance lights are working. Marker lights are working on this side as well. Marker light is working. Trailer mud flap is secure. Tire pressure is good on all the tires. And the tread depth is more than 1.6 on all the tires. I'll make sure there is nothing between the duals. On this side, my tandem slider is locked. Now inspect the tires. Sidewall has no crack, no bulge. All the lug nuts are present and tight. Hubcap is on, no leakage here. Air valve cap is on. I'll inspect this tire as well. Sidewall is good, no crack, no bulge. All the lug nuts are present and tight. Hubcap is on, no leakage. Air valve cap is on. Rim has no crack, no damage. All the air lines are more than 18 inches off the ground. My service brakes are on the trailer. I can hear no leakage. That means all the brake chambers are good. My right signal light is working on the trailer. Trailer has no damage. My landing gear is all the way up and shoe has no debris. My tractor right signal is working and the brake lights are working. My tractor mud flap is secure. I'll check the tire pressure on all the tires. Tire pressure is good on all the tires. Tread depth is more than 1.6. Nothing between the duals. Tractor sidewall, tire sidewall, no crack, no bulge. All the lug nuts are present and tight. Hub plate is on, secure, no leakage. Air valve cap is on. Rim has no crack, no damage. And on this tire, sidewall has no crack, no damage, no bulge. Rim has no crack, no damage. Air valve cap is on. All the lug nuts are present and tight. Hub plate is on. No leakage here. My fender is secure. Diesel tank is secure with the straps. Rubber is present. Cap is on. No leakage. Both air lines are secure. I don't hear any leakage here. Exhaust is secure. Right signal light is working. Door open and closes properly. My emergency exit is clear. Nothing blocking. No blockage here. My side mirror is secure properly. Clean. No damage. Footsteps are secure. Free of any debris. This side fender is secure. My hood mirror is secure. Clean, no damage. My tractor high beams are working, and front right signal is working, and left marker light is working. Now I will check my hazard lights and do another quick walk around. Turn on my hazard lights. I'm going to start from here. My hazard lights is working on the tractor. My hazard lights are working on the tractor. On the trailer as well. Both hazard lights are working on the trailer. My trailer hazard lights working. Tractor hazard lights are working. Tractor hazard lights are working. All the hazard lights are working, and this is end of my 360 inspection. All right, let's do our in-cab inspection now. I'm going to talk about the gauges first. I need to know which gauges are these. This is my water temperature gauge. It's registering. This is my oil pressure gauge. This is my DEF gauge. This is my tachometer, RPM meter, speedometer, fuel gauge. Fuel is good for today. These are to my air pressure gauges. F front, that's my secondary. R rear, this is my primary tank. Now I'm going to check my headlights are working on and off, because I can see on the dash display with changing colors. Then I'm going to check my hazard lights are working. My left signal is working. My right signal is working. I'm going to check my wipers now. Wipers are working and they are spraying water. That's good. My engine brakes are off. I'm going to check my horns. My air horn's working. My city horn's working. My tractor parking brakes are on. My trailer air supply valve is out. My differential locks are off. This is my trailer service brakes. This is my traction control switch. This is my suspension switch. It is off. This is my fifth wheel slider switch. This is off as well. I'm going to check my defrosters. Defrosters are working. I'm going to check my seat belt now. My seat belt locks and unlocks and has no damage at all. I'm going to make sure my seat is adjusted to my height. My steering wheel is adjusted as well. I'm going to make sure that my side mirrors are adjusted to my seat position. My both side windows are clean and these are going up and down. Now I'll make sure that my inspection report is filled for today. It is. My schedule 1 is present. We have already checked all of the documents, and for emergency we have our first aid kit present. Our triangles are present. My fire extinguisher is present, and I'm ready to do my air brake inspection. We'll do our air brake inspection now. The first thing, I have to make sure my wheels are blocked and I'm on a level surface. The first test I'm going to do, I'm going to check my trailer air supply valve. I'm going to push it in, and before we start our inspection, I need to make sure that I have about 100 psi pressure in both tanks. I'm going to push my trailer air supply valve in, and it should pop out between 40 to 60 or higher, and the low air pressure warning should be on by 60 psi. I will go out and disconnect my both air lines and then come back and make sure this should pop out automatically. Make sure 3-point contact Always make sure disconnect the blue line first, then the red line, because that red line is charged, and face away. Now we'll wait for it to pop out, and it should pop out between 40 to 60 or higher. And we also check lower pressure warning. We'll see 2 red lights. The lower pressure warning is on, I can see on the dash, and the red button popped out at 60 psi. That means it's working good. Now we want to check our tractor protection valve. I'm going to lower my window down. I'll apply my trailer service brakes. I don't hear any air leaking from my blue service line. That means my tractor protection valve is working. Good. Now we'll check my tractor park control valve. It should pop out between 20 to 45 psi. Now I'm going to pump the foot brakes to drop my air pressure. It usually pops around like 20 psi. My yellow button popped out, and you guys notice that we don't hear audible air lower pressure warning. In Volvos, we will hear that when we start our truck. So our first 4 tests are done. Now I'm going to go out and reconnect both air lines, and we will finish the rest of the test. The first test I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure my compressor health is good. I will check my compressor air buildup time, which is from 50 psi to 90 psi, less than 3 minutes at 1200 RPM. I'll have to make sure that my phone stopwatch is ready, and I will also check the lower pressure warning should be off at 60 psi. I will start my truck. I can hear the lower pressure, audible lower pressure warning. My stopwatch is ready. I'm going to set the RPM at 1200. I will start my timer when the pressure is 50 psi, and I will stop it when the pressure reaches 90 psi. And that should be less than 3 minutes. That's about 50 psi. I'm going to start my timer here, and I will check the lower pressure warning should be off at 60 psi. It is off at 60 psi. I will stop my timer at 90 psi. That's about 90 psi, and took us 30 seconds to build that air pressure. That means my compressor is working really good. I will check governor cut out, and the governor should cut out between 120 psi to 135 psi. I will wait for the sneeze from the dryer. That means governor cutout is working. I will check my governor cut in, and for that I need to drop 20 to 25 psi. So basically governor cut in is 20 to 25 psi below cut out. So I will release my tractor park control valve. I will push my trailer air supply valve, and that will drop 20 to 25. I'm going to give it a little bit of throttle. I don't have to, but it will just build air pressure a bit faster. I can see now the gauges started going up again. That means my governor cut in is working. Good. I'm going to wait for governor cut out again. That's good. Now I'm going to turn off my truck. Key on position. I will do 2-minute air leak test. I will hold the foot brakes, the service brakes, for 2 minutes, and I should not lose more than 6 psi. 4 for the tractor, 2 for the trailer, and 2 for additional, basically 2 psi per tank. I'm going to apply my foot brakes down there. Initially we'll lose some pressure. When the gauges are stable, I can see them now, I will start my timer. I'm going to hold it for 2 minutes there. So it's been 2 minutes now. That means there is no leak in the system. We're good for that. I will apply my service brakes again to adjust our automatic slack adjusters. 1, 2, 3. Our automatic slack adjusters are adjusted. I will secure my tractor now. Go out, remove my wheel blocks, and do brake response tests. I'm going to move forward about 1 meter, test my foot brakes, and then another meter to test my trailer service brakes. And this is the end of our air brakes.
All right, for our next section, we're going to do the in-cab inspection. So before we do that, you want to make sure that your wheels are indeed chalked. We're going to start off with our 4-step brake test. So wheel chocks look like this, and it's real simple. You're just going to take each one here, and you're going to put it in between your drive tires like so. That'll make sure you don't roll backwards or forwards. And let's hop in the truck. Okay, to begin the pre-trip inspection, I'm going to go ahead and do a safe start. So, my brakes are set, I'm in neutral, I've turned my key to the on position and let my gauges sweep. I'm going to go ahead and start my engine. I'm going to go ahead and let my truck build up to the governor cutout, which is going to be approximately 120 to 125 psi on both my primary and my secondary air gauges. My gauges are built up, my brakes are set, everything's in order, my wheels are chalked. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to begin the 4-step brake test. For the first step, I'm going to make sure that my truck is turned to the off position. You heard the governor cut out. And I'm going to turn the key back to the on position. It's important that you turn the key back to the on position because you need to be able to see and hear your warnings that you have low air. All right, I will push both my tractor brake and my trailer parking brake. And I'm going to put firm pressure on the service brake pedal. I'm waiting for the air gauges to drop and then stabilize. Once they stop dropping and they're stable, I will count for 60 seconds to make sure I lose no more than 4 psi in my combination vehicle. I'd be listening for air leaks outside, and I'd be listening for air leaks from the valves. So after 60 seconds, I would say that I have not lost more than 4 psi in my combination vehicle. I'm going to continue on to step 2 of my 4-step brake test. Go ahead and release the brake. That's why you're chalked. And I'm going to then pump them, and I'm going to keep pumping until the air buzzer goes off at or before 60 psi. All right, and as you can see, the light has come on both of my gauges at or before 60, and you heard the ding. I'm going to continue to pump my brake until both my yellow and my red valve pop out. This should happen between 20 and 40 psi. And there you have it. They've both popped out. My brakes are engaged. I'm now going to rebuild air pressure and get back up to the air governor cutout. So I'm once again in neutral. My brakes are both set. So I'm going to go ahead and do a safety start. You can see I have a warning that my air is low. You can hear the ding, and you can see right here, the light is telling me I have low air. It'll continue to do that until I build up above 60 PSI on both of my gauges. All right, and while my air gauges rise to normal operating range, which is between 100 and 120 to 125 PSI, I'm gonna go ahead and start to do the rest of my pre-trip inspection. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my seat belt. Always make sure that your seat belt is properly mounted and secured. It's not cut, it's not frayed, and make sure it latches properly. My safety equipment, I'll make sure that my fire extinguisher is behind my seat or in the bunk, and it is fully charged, it's properly mounted and secured. I'll make sure I have 3 red reflective triangles. I'm gonna make sure that I have spare fuses in my glove box, or if I have a self-resetting circuit, that I'm aware of that and I know where that is. I'm also going to make sure I check all my glass, so my windows, my windshield, and I'll check both of my mirrors. I want to make sure that all of them are properly mounted, secured, they're not cracked, they're not broken, they're not chipped, they don't have any debris on my dashboard obstructing my view. There's no illegal stickers that are obstructing my view on either one of my mirrors, and they're both properly adjusted to me as a driver. Next, I'll check all of my indicators. I'm going to check my left turn signal, my right turn signal, my 4-way flashers, and my high beams. I'm going to make sure that all of my gauges are properly functioning. My coolant is rising to normal operating range. I have enough diesel exhaust fluid. I have enough fuel. My primary and secondary gauges are rising to normal operating range, which is between 100 and 120 to 125 PSI. 120 and 125 PSI being the governor cutout range on my vehicle. I'm going to make sure that my oil pressure is rising to normal operating range. I'm also going to check my digital gauges. I'll be checking my voltmeter to make sure that I'm charging between 13 and 14 volts. I also want to check my heater. I'll make sure that my heater and my defroster work. I can feel heat blowing below, and I feel the defrost up here. I would check my windshield wipers, and I would make sure that they function properly. I would also want to make sure that they dispense fluid. I would also make sure they are properly mounted, secured, and that the blades themselves are not rotted or cut or frayed in any shape or form. I also want to make sure I check my city horn, my highway horn. To complete my in-cab inspection, I'm going to get out of the truck, remove the wheel chocks from earlier, and I'm going to do a parking brake test. That's where I will tug against the tractor brake. Then I will check the trailer brake and tug against it, make sure that each one of them holds. It's also called the tug test. After that, I'm going to do a service brake check, which is where I pull forward at 5 miles per hour. Then I will hit the brake and make sure that 2 things happen. My truck stops, and also I do not pull left or right, which would indicate that maybe my brakes are out of adjustment. So I'm going to get out now and get the wheel chocks. All right, so now I'm going to take the wheel chocks out. It's simple. Just going to remove each one of them. Pull them to the side. All right, I got to remove the wheel chocks because if I don't, I'm going to run them over whenever I try and do my tug test or my service brake check. All right, and for the next step, I'm going to perform my tug test, and I'm going to follow it up with a service brake check. So the tug test begins by pressing in one of your valves here. I'm going to press in my trailer air supply, and I'm going to check and make sure that my tractor parking brake holds. You're going to put it into gear on an automatic. You're going to have to press the brake pedal to select a gear, put it in drive, and you would press the fuel pedal. You would feel a gentle tug and it would hold and you would stop. Now, if you noticed, nothing happened on this newer Peterbilt. The reason is it's set up on a safety feature that will not allow you to hit the fuel to tug against the tractor brake while it's set. So I'm getting a message here that says urge to move aborted, use throttle to launch. If I press the fuel, even if I press it to the floor, it's not going to go anywhere. So don't be alarmed. If you're telling an examiner that you're trying to check your parking brake, you can tell them exactly what I just said, and that's going to get you credit for knowing how to do it and knowing that your equipment will not allow it. Next, you would want to check your trailer. So I'll pull it out. I'll press in my tractor parking brake. I'm going to give it a little bit of fuel, and it holds, and I know that my trailer brakes are holding. Okay, next I'm going to do my service brake check. So I'll press in both my tractor and trailer valve, make sure they're both in, make sure I am in drive, and I'm going to pull forward at 5 miles per hour and apply my brake pedal on the floor. I'm doing two things. I'm making sure that both I stop and I do not pull left or to the right, which would indicate that my brakes might be out of adjustment. So here we go. And hit the brakes. I stopped. I didn't pull to the left or to the right, so I know that my brakes are in adjustment. And that completes my tug test and my service brake check.